I'm the driver.
This was your mom's idea? Here, I was going to come talk to you because you're such a good mom to support your daughter to go wait in line for multiple hours, but this is whose idea?
I guess it was mine. I had to wake up so early.
Oh, thank you for supporting your mom. That's really nice of you. To come out here and wait in line with her so she's not alone.
Yeah. Yes, thanks. You're welcome.
Yeah. Now say roll the open.
Huh?
Roll the open.
Roll the open.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger. Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. We are coming to you live from the Twin Cities, or as our mayor has declared it, today and tomorrow, Swiftyapolis. That's what we, That's what he did. He did. The mayor literally declared that the... Our audience coordinator, Aaron, is shocked by that, as are the citizens of Minneapolis, who are also... I love you, Mayor, but how about putting some flowers on Nicollet Mall before you do stuff like that? How about that? Yeah. Little personal thing I have there. Anyway, no, it is. You just saw that. If you're wondering, those young ladies, what's happening right now, let me look at the time. Oh, right about now, as we are taping this, hundreds of teenage girls are lining up at US Bank Stadium here in the Twin Cities, not to see the actual show, but to buy merch. Exclusive, limited merch. Including our social media director, Addie. She's barely here. She's really wanting to be there. But we're here. We're going to do a show that starts right now. Roll it, Steve. Here we go. Yes. Audience, show some love for my sidekick sister. It's Kendall, everybody.
Hi. Good morning. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm great. Should I change my driver's license so it's
To
like
Swiftyapolis?
Yeah.
I am not going to make fun of the Swifties because, you know,
No.
we are people, you and I are both, we are fans, big fans of things. Like I love Star Wars, I love Dallas, I
Yep.
love Disney.
Yep.
That's my Disney. I have my Space Mountain tie on today if people are wondering what this is. But anyway, I like things a lot. So I love that they're down there getting merch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If it's going to save you time at the concert so you don't have to miss anything,
Yeah.
why not? I mean,
Yeah. So there's me being nice. And now we're going to switch gears because I have a message for two people. Yeah, I have a message for two people. Man number one in an aged Escalade with a little bit of rust on their back bumper that was on Highway 62 around 12:15 yesterday. And then the other person, a younger man in a gray Toyota Corolla, the color of a little baby seal. I have words for both of you. You are morons. And let me tell you why.
Please,
because
tell me why.
in this personal story, I think you will relate to and you will agree with me, hopefully. So I'm on a highway here and there's a lot of construction, right? Or there's a lot of backups on this highway lately. I'm on Highway 62 here. If you're in Chicago, it's just a highway. So I'm on 62 and I start to zipper merge. Because
as one does.
As one is supposed to do. So I'm in the zipper, I'm in the third lane that is ending, you know, it's ending, but I'm in that third lane and I move to the front of it like you're supposed to do. And let's call the older man in the Escalade, let's call him Ralph. So rude Ralph, as I'm going down that third lane, Ralph moves his Escalade just enough to block us from properly zipper merging and goes like this in his rearview mirror. So then I proceeded to do a different gesture in my mirror to him.
This is how people get shot in cars, Jason.
And in the studio audience, they're guessing what gesture that is that I gave this Ralph. So then, as
I gave him a thumbs up.
I look at him and I'm like, really? I do this. I go, really? Really? And there's like 6 cars behind me all trying to do the right thing. Because I have news for you, Ralph. Study after traffic study says if people properly zipper merge, it actually makes traffic go faster. It makes traffic go faster. It's not being rude. You're not being rude. You're not cutting in line. You're doing what you're supposed to do. So as I try to get back into a lane, then I have baby seal car next to me. That guy cuts me off so that I can't even get in a normal lane. And I thought, congratulations, baby seal and Ralph. You're going to get to your destination 4.5 seconds faster than I'm going to. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you, Oh my gosh. I got so mad. My I was making up cuss words in my car. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I was putting words together that should never be together.
Eric, we should get a camera and just sit it on
Never,
his dash.
no, I no, but you're traffic, Tina, here early in the morning.
Yes.
Zip, right? We should zipper merge.
MnDOT legitimately has signs that say, during backups, please use both lanes.
Yes. You're actually doing the right thing. Okay. Zen moment. We're fine. Thank you, audience.
Cracks neck.
It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Steve. Here we go. Got a little worked up there. Yeah. Today, you guys know that I love Priscilla Presley, always have. She was a guest of ours, like 2018, 2017. So she is the subject of a new feature film coming out called Priscilla. And the teaser just dropped, so let's look at that and we'll talk about it on their side and the drama around it.
What about boys at school? Must be some handsome ones.
Yeah. So the movie is based on Priscilla's book, Elvis and Me, directed by Sofia Coppola. So here's the drama. So Priscilla endorses this. She posted on social media, I follow Priscilla, we're like this. Anyway, we're, Jenna Wade and I are like that. But she posted a congratulatory note of support to Sofia Coppola. But listen to this, the Elvis Presley estate is dissing the movie, which is further interesting because up until about 12 minutes ago, Priscilla Presley was the Elvis Presley estate. I mean, she was involved in the business of it. And now so I'm thinking to myself, I not just because I like her, but if it's a movie about Priscilla and Priscilla is okay with it, why do you have a problem with it? You know what I mean? Why would anybody? If it's a movie about her and she approves, that's all I need as a moviegoer, right?
Well, and Sofia Coppola is like, no, I mean, not everybody loved Marie Antoinette. I loved it. I thought it was very entertaining. But she does, thank
Audience
you, Aaron.
coordinator Aaron approves.
She does really great movies, and the actors that are involved in it are like well known enough if you know Euphoria and other shows. So I don't understand what the big problem
hoopla
would be.
is.
Yeah.
I adore, but I learned when we posted that that interview with Priscilla years ago, and then I did an interview last summer with Austin Butler, who played Elvis in Elvis.
Yes.
I've said this before. I have been surprised. There is a river of Elvis fandom that does not like Priscilla at all. And the line through all of the non-fans is that they consider her like a gold digger. And I've never believed that. Yeah, and because to me, if there wasn't a Priscilla, Graceland would be a Chuck E. Cheese right now. And I'm talking the mansion. It would have been bulldozed and turned into a Sunset Acres retirement community.
It's a big chunk of property.
It's a big chunk of property.
Yeah.
Priscilla, with some business managers in 1980, I think, turned it into what it is. So I think Elvis fans actually should appreciate the fact that she helped keep Elvis's legacy alive.
She never got remarried.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like,
She's
if you're a gold
boyfriends, but
digger,
yeah.
like, you're gonna get remarried after you get the money.
Yeah.
Duh.
Plus, leave her alone. She's Jenna Wade on Dallas. Leave her alone. Anyway,
Seriously.
next in the dish.
Always comes back
The
to
three
Dallas.
people in the audience that know Dallas clapped at that, and one of them is my mother. So yeah, next in the dish. Next in the dish, the biggest mover and shakers in Hollywood are taking it to the studio bosses, well, one in particular, to save a cable channel. What am I talking about? So here's the deal. Steven Spielberg, Martin Scorsese, and Paul Thomas Anderson held an emergency meeting with the big wig at Warner Brothers Discovery, David Zaslav. Why? Well, they're trying to prevent more layoffs and possibly just getting rid of it of the cable channel Turner Classic Movies. Earlier this week, Big Boss announced a restructuring at Turner Classic Movies, and the three directors did not like that because that could mean the entire channel could be on the chopping block. The three directors released a fancy statement calling the channel a precious resource of cinema. And while it's not a financial juggernaut, they say it does make money. They said the phone call with David was productive and they feel encouraged. Here's where there's a little bit of hypocrisy on Zaslav's part. I just told you about that Warner Brothers documentary. Well, David is up there in his big office, holding the Maltese Falcon going, I appreciate cinema. And then 4 seconds later, but I'm going to get rid of TCM. You know what I mean? And Turner Classic Movies, even though the statement is a little dramatic from Spielberg, that's what that station is. It is where classic movies are shown 24 hours a day and discussion of classic cinema. It's necessary. It can be the one channel in your portfolio that doesn't generate $15 billion. That's fine. Warner Brothers, I think you'll still be able to keep the lights on at the end of the day, you know?
And I think they have this idea that people of a younger generation, like my age, for example, even, don't watch that. I watch TCM. I still do. If it's on, I'm like, okay, great. I'll just put that on because it's a great old movie.
It's just the hypocrisy is what bothers people. We have a lot more to come. Go get some more coffee, and we'll be right back. But first, don't forget to sign up to be part of our studio audience. Free tickets are available for next week and all summer. Head to eventbrite.com and search The Jason Show. And as we go to break, we do audience selfies every day, and here's a collection of some recent ones. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Carolyn from Survivor. Immensely popular. That's right. Coming up in just a little bit. But right now, we don't like to talk about our competition. You know, shows that are on at the same time we are. But every once in a while, it's warranted, like right now. So this is the story. The Price is Right is leaving its iconic studio at Television City in Hollywood. If you've ever watched TV and you're around my age, and Kendall knows it too, you've heard an announcer go, live from Television City. Well, anyway, the CBS Evening News took viewers inside that studio one last time for a great story. Here's a little bit of it. Check it out.
Since the show's relaunch in 1972 with host Bob Barker, The Price is Right has taped more than 9,500 episodes here. But now it's headed to a new home.
What do you think you'll miss most about this place specifically? And I miss the sense of history.
Drew Carey took over as host in 2007.
When I come in here, it just always felt like a nice, comfortable shoe.
He'll also miss
The bad Wi-Fi. I'm just trying.
The grand game.
Memorable games, Plinko, Hole-in-One, and the Showcase Showdown, all headed to a brand new stage.
I grew up watching this show with my grandma every day, so it's a sad day.
That sentiment was echoed by announcer George Gray as The Price is Right leaves Studio 33, the same stage that was used by the iconic Carol Burnett show.
Yeah, two iconic shows. It's just sad. They're moving to Glendale into a brand new state-of-the-art. Nothing against Glendale, California, but it's not Television City in Hollywood, and so many shows Again, Carol Burnett, two of my grandma's favorites, Carol Burnett and The Price is Right. Just the history there. Dancing with the Stars, I believe, taped there. American Idol did for a while. The Young and the Restless. Yeah, The Old and the Wild. They all taped at Television City. And it's just, that's my favorite soap opera. But anyway,
So good.
yeah, the audience isn't quite sure about me today. That's all right. They'll warm up when Carolyn gets out here. That's fine, yeah. Oh, our hot dish now continues with our Insider to the Stars. Audience, give it up for Dax Holt from the Hollywood Raw podcast. Dax, you're a creature of the industry. Don't you find, and not that Television City's going away, but it's sad. It's like an end of an era.
It is an end of an era, and that is one, like you said, one of the most popular locations ever to go film. You know, the late night show with James Corden. I mean, everyone filmed out of that spot. And I actually remember standing in line for hours back in high school to get into Price is Right. Never made it in, but I did stand there.
By the way, Dax, you're looking very dapper. Is that a fresh haircut you're sporting?
It's just really slick back today.
Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Who did you have on the show?
We had Lizzie Grubman on. Lizzie Grubman, if anyone used to watch Power Girls back in the day on MTV, she was the head of this PR agency that kind of worked with everyone. So she's one of the biggest PR agents on the planet. She's worked with everyone under the sun. Britney Spears, Jay-Z, Diddy. I mean, the list goes on and on. You could probably name a celebrity, and she's probably represented them at some point during their career. Had her on to talk all about crisis PR and we see so many of these celebrities go out and basically do all the wrong things as they try to rehabilitate their image during a big, massive crisis. And I like talking to someone that is deeply involved with it and say, okay, if you were the person behind Tiger Woods a couple years ago, what would you have done differently, or how would you have handled the situation? And she gives a lot of good tips. One of her big things is, don't lie. She's like, that is my number one tip/rule for anyone out there that is going through a major, major crisis in their career. Don't lie. You start lying, people will read right through it, and instantly you will take yourself down a notch or two. And I think about this a lot with even Meghan and Harry. I have supported them so much, and I feel like they just don't make the right PR moves because it seems like they keep digging themselves deeper down in a hole.
She's kind of like an Olivia Pope. I mean, she's like Scandal. Come to life.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. And, I also asked her, when you had your big MTV show, was that hard on business? Because there's some people that don't want their information out there. They don't want people to know who their publicist is. They don't want to let the inner workings go on. And she goes, I didn't think about that when I first started up the show, was that I was giving away all my secrets on how to be a good PR person until the show kind of came out. So she's like, I probably wouldn't do it again. But really fascinating conversation with her.
Can't wait to hear it. Thank you, buddy. Have a good week. I'll see you next week.
Later.
Subscribe to the Hollywood Raw podcast. You can get that podcast wherever you get yours. By the way, I just was listening on the way into the new Will and Grace podcast, Just Jack and Will.
Yep.
It's real good.
You liked it?
I liked it so far, yeah, and I like Will and Grace, but it's Eric McCormick and Sean Hayes re-watching Will and Grace and giving behind the scenes. It's great. It's great, and it's available for free, the first episode starting today.
So do you, you can hear the show in the background with them?
No, they're giving you fun facts. Like this episode 1 is about episode 1 of Will and Grace.
Yeah.
So Sean talks about how poor he was when they were filming it, how he was deathly sick. So if you ever watch episode 1 of Will and Grace, Sean said he said, you know how we felt maybe the first day when you got COVID? That's how he felt that day, and you would never know. So it's stories like that. Yeah. They talk about how it was directed. So yeah, it's called Just Jack and Will, and it's from Wondery and Smartless Media. So go listen to a little podcast recommendation. Next on the dish, Taylor Swift. I don't know if you've heard, but is in our. Yeah, I kind of tell you, and this is why the audience is a little quiet, because row 2 thought Taylor Swift was going to be here today, and
Sorry.
and then row 3 wanted liquor, so we bummed them out on both counts. So So here's the deal. Our Chicago and Seattle friends, Taylor Swift is in this town this weekend, and right now, this is no joke. I said this in the monologue. Hundreds of Swifties are camped out trying to get official merch. Again, the concert isn't even until when is the concert? Tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, we thought it would be a great idea to send our photographer Eric in the middle of the line to see what their mindset is. Look.
How long have you guys been here?
2:30.
You could have slept at home. You guys have enough dedication to be here since 11 o'clock just to get a t-shirt, and you still haven't got the tickets yet. You want to say, Jason, please help?
Jason, please help.
Well, we have a TV show. It's called The Jason Show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of interested in getting some super fans, too. Anything we could do to get, like, fans that would sit outside and wait for us?
Oh, I would do that.
You would?
I love the Jason Show, yeah.
All right, I will see you tomorrow at 2:30 a.m. You want to wait for the show?
That's a bit early. Well, sure.
I'm just going to put a graphic that says liar, liar, liar right there, okay?
Okay.
She'll be here tomorrow. She'll be here tomorrow. Did you ever do anything like that? Did you wait
outside?
for like a group? You know, like for me, it was New Kids, or you know, when I was a teenager, New Kids on the Block was my.
No, but I snuck out a lot for a lot of underground concerts in the Twin Cities when I was 16.
I'm sorry, underground, like in the dirt? What do you mean?
Like they weren't big bands, and so you would go and you like could basically go for free, or otherwise you'd get tickets from some random person you met on MySpace or the internet, and then you go to their house and get their tickets, then you would drive to the concert. I was a terrible kid.
Okay, back up. Did you say that you snuck out? Like your parents didn't
all
know?
The time.
The judge didn't know that you would leave in the middle of the night?
Yeah, we just go out the window. Yeah.
See, Mom, I was a really good kid. I didn't do that crap.
I know. We would sleep in the back. I had a little Pontiac Sunfire. So if you ever had one, you know that the back seat folded all the way down. So my friend Marley and she and I would always sneak out together. Sorry, Mar. Her parents know, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, and now she's like 30. I don't think she can be grounded at this point.
We would get little sleeping bags. And we would go to the concert and get like halfway home, and we'd have to print off the directions, you know, because that's how you did it back then. We get halfway home and be like, this looks like a good enough cornfield. And we'd like pull over and just sleep in the cornfield in the back of my little Sunfire. It was so fun. It was so fun.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah. You know what I did? I just asked my mom permission. That's just what I did. Mom, I'm leaving. But I got to tell you, and now my mom can't get fired, but so she worked at a department store, and she worked in the Ticketmaster booth. So my mom, I'm telling this story. You can't get in trouble anymore. The department store's closed. It's
closed.
Fine. But so I met my friend Ange via my help from my mom, because Ange wanted New Kids on the Block tickets.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Mom, can you get us some tickets first? So my mom had a big old line waiting for New Kids on the Block, and before she punched out their tickets, boop boop, she punched out two for me and put them aside. Like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I bought my friends. Yeah. Time to meet our final JVIP of the week. It's Dawn Card from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota. She loves how positive and uplifting we are. Dawn says if she's having a hard time, she watches our show and it brightens our day. Well, that's our job, Dawn. She gets a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our studio audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $150 gift card to the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. We have two very special guests when we return. Back in a moment. Coming up in just a little bit.
Carolyn is all knotted up.
Calling all Survivor fans, she was a fan favorite for season 44. Carolyn is live in our studio. Can't wait for this. And then she is an entrepreneur that just stole my heart. A return visit when we return. Well, now the audience is awake. That's right. Our next guest quickly became a fan favorite on the most recent season of Survivor. People loved her gameplay, her facial expressions, and never being afraid to say exactly what was on her mind.
My entire life, people are constantly saying, Carolyn's kind of loud, Carolyn's a little bit crazy, Carolyn's a little emotional. But I am coming out here as somebody who loves and accepts myself with the point of view that it's okay to be different, it's okay to be a little bit loud. So that's my battle right now. I want to play this game as my authentic self, but I can't be too aggressive. Maybe I need to work on my strategy. I can't be so like, nobody's talking to me. That's annoying. I know that.
Well, rightfully so. Carolyn made it all the way to the top 3, losing out of the $1 million. But that's the bad news. But she lost it to one of her closest allies. That's the good news. Audience, I don't need to tell you, get excited. Welcome to the show, Survivor star Carolyn, everyone. Oh my God. I've said this maybe a dozen times in 8 seasons. We've had Oscar winners. We've had Emma Thompson. We've had Zac Efron in this studio. I have rarely seen the level of excitement. People adore you.
And I almost wonder if part of that, like, I said to my partner before we got in here, I'm like, I'm gonna start screaming because like that helps me get pumped up.
Yeah.
So sometimes I wonder, like, just my enthusiasm, if that helps, like,
oh, it's contagious, yes.
Yes, and like that's what pumps me up, like personally. Like,
okay.
I have to like.
I have so many questions. Luckily, we have 2 segments with you. Let me start at this. What made you want to do Survivor? Out of all the shows, what made you want to do this?
Okay, first and foremost, the challenge of it. And it's like, it's one of those things, it's like, could I do that? And honestly, it was like, no, that looks scary. And then it made me want to do it more.
Because are you an adventurous person in life?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm
a risk taker and like, yeah. But it was one of those things like the deeper meaning is like watching the show, I felt like there wasn't anybody I could relate to. And so I wanted to like, I wanted to be like that representation. I wanted to go out there and play as myself and be that person that I felt like, okay, there is nobody like me who has played.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where are the people who are a little bit different?
Well, you're sitting next to one on the couch. Let's just say that. Yeah. No, but I get it. I get what you mean. Now you obviously you had some close allies. How long, including Carson, who's I think watching? Hi, Carson. I love you. Just FYI. Yeah. And Yam Yam. How quickly? Because you were underestimated at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, the whole time.
People just dismissed you, and then you guys came from behind.
Yes.
And it was like they were playing checkers, and you were playing chess. And
it's hard because, okay, going out there, and even like I thought about all of this, and I thought about like, how am I going to come across? And I knew how I was going to come across, but it was one of those. Okay, I got.
Yeah, we're playing just a clip. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Where is it? Okay, like it was one of those things where it's like, do I want to be myself? Do I not want to be myself? But it was, I connected with Jam right away, and honestly, looking at him and meeting him, I'm like, how is he on my tribe? Because we are so similar in the sense that we're both loud and we're both outgoing, and I'm like, okay, so I struck gold just being able to be with him.
Yeah.
And Carson, he's talking about Pokemon and like Minecraft. And so my son is 9, and I immediately was like, oh my God, okay, I know about Pokemon and Minecraft. So it was like that immediate bond.
Because Carson, if you didn't watch, Carson's like what, 20?
He was 20 on the show, yes.
20 on the show.
Yes.
And you were,
yeah.
so were you, when you're there, because production starts, did you immediately go to those two, like that first day?
No, I was going to everybody. And like, but that's the thing. It was like, okay, this is a small tribe. And so I was like, I want to be like, of course. And then there was someone else from Minnesota. There's Sarah from Minnesota. So, but again, I think the way that I come off, and I don't, I know this. Like, I can scare people sometimes. And so it's a lot. And especially on Survivor, where you're trying to be like, under the radar, and I I scared people.
I love you. I just met you, and I just think you're fan. But this is where this is how you become memorable. If you're just vanilla, I mean, you know what I mean? Neapolitan ice cream is what gets attention. You know, not vanilla ice cream. I just compared you to ice cream, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
And it's like you want to, okay, or I keep saying use when I'm so good about using I statements. It's one of those things. I wanted to have fun. And I did not want to go out there and just be, but I want to win. And so it's this battle. But again, it's like, I want to have fun. I want to get to know people. And I wanted to get to know people on a deeper level. I wanted to go out in the ocean. I wanted to go fish. I want, like, all of the things that I wanted to do, go boating, go jumping off the rocks. I got to do that. And I was with other people who wanted to have fun too. Because yes, you're playing a game.
I was going to say, how bad did you, because you made it to the top 3.
Yep.
You wanted all that adventure, but did you want to win? Really? I mean, how bad did you want to win? Or was that secondary to the experience?
It was! Oh! And I know there's always, and I battle this even now, like, what should I say versus what should I say versus what do I really want to say? And what I really want to say is, yes, that is the truth.
Absolutely.
It's the experience. Absolutely. And
like, when your friend wins, that's an icing on the cake. You know, if you're not going to win, you wish somebody that you love wins.
Yes. And so it truly was, it was amazing. And having him out there, because I always make fun of Carson because he was always sitting around camp. He never wanted to leave because the people who sit around camp, you're able to watch people. You're able to keep your eye on them. If you go and leave, then you're off doing whatever, and you can't monitor what's going on. But Jam wanted to go off with me and go explore and go. I would have been climbing out. Like, it's fun.
More with Carolyn when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone. Oh God. I probably would have. We'll be right back. I probably would have been a Carson where I wouldn't have left camp. Welcome back with my new friend. Okay, Carson, you're next. Come on the show. One of the most memorable moments of Carolyn's time on Survivor was during a challenge when she had to get through a twisted net, but it didn't go as planned. Look at this.
Oh my.
Carolyn is all knotted up. She's been in the same spot. You got to twist to get through this.
God.
You got it, Carolyn. Don't worry about it.
Carolyn has been in dead last this entire challenge. She cannot figure it out.
Carolyn, I think they were using the rope and then twisting their body with it.
What?
Oh my goodness.
He was so sick.
Oh, was he sick there?
He was super sick.
Oh my goodness.
So he had no, he was just like.
He's like, Carolyn, twist around.
And he didn't want to go in.
Oh.
So he wanted to kind of.
What were you thinking? By the way, welcome back. Carolyn's here, who made it to the top 3 Survivor. Y'all know who she is. Her name's behind me. Anyway, yeah. What were you thinking at that moment? Because I have a little bit of claustrophobia, so that is my nightmare. What?
First of all, okay, I picked Carson because Carson's sick, and I'm like, I'm not leaving Carson behind. You're coming with me, Carson. He was too sick, and then, so I felt like good, like we're gonna do this. So I'm like, I'll go first. Oh my gosh. So it was terrifying. Like all of those, I did not realize or know that I would struggle so bad in challenges. I didn't. I'm like an athletic person. I did not think I would do so well.
Yeah, you're in amazing shape.
I practice, but you don't know the stuff that they do out there. Like, you can't practice this stuff. You can't. And so my hair is getting ripped out. It was tangled in that net.
Oh!
And all I could think, and then Jeff, like, don't give up. I'm not gonna give up. But it's like, part of me is like, can we just end this and get it over with?
Can you cut me out of this?
I couldn't figure it out. Like, I couldn't figure it out. And like, you had to twist your entire body. I'm just like going like a, And so it wasn't until Danny, and I couldn't even hear Carson. I didn't even know he existed. I couldn't hear him. And so,
well, he was talking like this, Carolyn, twist. Yeah, because he's sick. I mean, yeah, poor guy.
Sick, and he didn't want me out of that net because he didn't want to go in there. He knew we weren't gonna win.
Yeah.
And so it was one of those things. But like, it wasn't until Danny came over and was like, Carolyn, you have to twist, like your whole body, that something finally clicked.
What is the thing that people, we were talking during the break, say what you want without getting in trouble from CBS. What is the thing to you that surprised you most about doing the show that people watching wouldn't expect? Is it going to the bathroom? Is it the challenges? Is it the schedule? What took you by surprise? Doing it as compared to watching the show. What was maybe harder than what you thought?
Everything. Like, I can't even, it was all hard. And that's the thing. I knew I would struggle. I knew, but just, and okay, it's the new era, so everything is faster. I didn't realize how fast, and there never is a time to just
chill.
There's not, and people are constantly thinking and scheming, and I had to constantly be on my A game. And it's exhausting, the mental exhaustion of it.
Yeah, not just physically, mentally.
Mental, and you, like my brain just couldn't think. We don't eat, and people, oh no, they've got to no. We were eating hermit crabs with the shell. Like, it was just...
You did?
Disgusting, yeah, but I didn't care. You're so hungry. And so you just want anything, but it was, or unripe papaya, and like you would think, oh, there's an endless supply of coconuts. There's not. And just the opening up the coconut, it's so much work.
Will you ever eat a coconut again?
Yeah, I bought some right when I got home. But just because I wanted to show my family, like, here, this is what we were eating, and like, and then I bought a bunch of papaya, and then I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And I didn't eat it.
Well, will you please come back anytime? Yeah. And by the way, you got to check out Carolyn's website. We'll put the right down there. For some merch. You got to get her merch. The Carson pillow is my favorite.
And we did this all together.
We're putting the Carson pillow right here. That's right, yeah.
And it's so cute. And we did that all together. Me and him did it all together.
We're putting the Carson pillow right here. Give it up for Carolyn, everybody. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Stay with us. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh.
Dream job, though. Oh.
Welcome back, friends. Welcome back. Well, our next guest has sold bags all over the world, and every time she visits our show, you guys flood her website. Give it up for my friend Mo Stewart from Mars Jameson. Hi, Mo. Welcome back.
Good to be back.
It's good to have you here. I was very excited because you haven't been here since we landed in Chicago. So I love a good entrepreneur. I love a good businesswoman with a great story. How did you refresh everyone's memory? How did this begin?
It started with making my Barbie dolls clothes when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then my mom teaching me how to sew by hand. I bought a sewing machine as I got older and just made clothes first, but I don't like making clothing.
Yeah.
That's not my cup of tea. And then I started on handbags, and it just took off from there.
Did you immediately know, because I always talk about my grandma nurtured my love of television, and I always kind of knew, and I said this to you last time, did you kind of know that you hit your sweet spot when you would sew, that you're like, okay, this is a love of mine?
Yeah, when I made a Barbie doll's outfit out of black electrical tape, that was when I knew.
That's right, I forgot about the black electrical tape.
That's when I knew.
And then you started making the bags, and then you ended up at Mall of America here in the Twin Cities, and now it's grown from there. You're all over the place. So let's start talking. Let's show some of the folks some of the bags. Let's start down here. Okay. Let's start with these two. What are we looking at here?
So these are the Ellie totes. I like to make them in denim. I carry one like this myself every day. You can fit your life in there. And then these are the lightweight ones, Ellie Market totes, just because they can fold down. You can put them in your car, put them in this bag.
Yeah.
Go to the market.
This is my mom's favorite size of bag because you really can fit everything in here.
Everything.
And totes are really big. I see them all over the place, and they used to just be functional, but they can be fashionable as well.
Yeah.
What do we have here?
We got the zippies, which are my favorite because they come in like 26 different colors, and the material is water resistant. You can put your phone in there. Got this nice open compartment. Like, I really love them.
I love the colors, very springy. And again, put them on your thing. Yeah. Over here?
We've got the Aries. These are my new favorites to sew because you've got the pocket on the inside, pocket here, and it's a cute little crossbody.
I asked you this the last time. Like, let's take this bag here. How long Because this is a good handcrafted item. How long does this take you to make?
About from cut to finish, an hour and a half. But you know, it's
So basically, in the time that we've done the Jason show, you could make this. Yeah. And you make, and all of these, if you didn't this is all handmade, right? Or do you have help now because you're so big?
No.
Because now you're fancy.
No. I'm fancy, but I'm still solo.
But you do all these yourself.
I do them all myself at home. Yeah.
How backed up are you with orders? And how are you finding time to be here?
You know, between 2 jobs, this and a dog at home, I don't know.
I'm grateful you're here with that busy schedule. Okay, let's show some more here. What do we have?
These are mimosa totes, the popular bestsellers. These I just started making and I finished these yesterday. Aren't they cute? They're called a clamshell.
Are these little is it a fanny pack?
Yeah, you can put it on a fanny pack across your chest.
Okay, everyone is doing the cross body that lands here.
Yeah.
I see them everywhere.
Just put your hand in there and get your stuff out.
Yeah. Oh, I'm caught there in the microphone, but yeah. And this is, you said this is your bestseller?
Bestseller, the Mosa tote. Super cute. It comes in a bigger size. Remember, I had the little 3.
Yeah. And this is various colors in this one too?
Yes, 26 different colors in that one.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
These are the Leslies. I make matching sets because I just like to. I think it's cute. These come in, they can be made out of the same material, but I like to make them in faux leather.
Do you said these are the Leslies?
Yes.
Are they named, can I ask, do you name them after friends or family or?
I name them after, usually the first name that comes to mind or after friends. So this one is Katie. It's named after a friend of mine.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Katie, this is your bag, Katie, right there. That's cool.
Yeah. So
I love the Katie.
Isn't it cute?
That is real cute.
Yeah.
How would you like hold it, like just like this?
It's a crossbody.
It's a crossbody too. Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I gotta love.
I like that. Oh, there it is. Okay.
So
I like the Katie. I think. Well, I mean, Katie's. I love that name. Anyway, that's okay. So tell the folks how can folks find all the bags? How can folks find you?
On my website, www.marsjameson.com. I will also be at the Taste of Minnesota at the Artist Market, so come check that out. I do have a number of the Zippies in the Meet Minneapolis store downtown Minneapolis that is open 10 to 4, Tuesday through Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
It'll be on our website. Give it up for my buddy here. Thanks, Mo. For more information and to order bags, go to marsjameson.com. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. I love that. I like the Katie. This. I'm not going to show her because she'll kill me, but the audience is literally shopping right out of Mo's trunk right now. Yeah.
Including your mother.
My mom is digging in that trunk, man. She is buying some items.
She left her seat.
And she literally jumped. Look at her. Anyway, it's time for the world's shortest segment. A star-studded announcement for this year's U.S. Women's World. Mom, I'm on TV! For the U.S. Women's World Cup roster, look.
Hey guys, it's Taylor. I have been tasked with the incredible responsibility of announcing to you another teammate on the U.S. Women's World Cup roster. It is my honor to announce to you number 13, Alex Morgan, someone who I consider a friend, someone I'm a massive fan of. I'm such a huge fan of the whole team, and I can't wait to watch you guys play this year.
We can't either. Taylor Swift, Blake Lively, Shaq, and more helped reveal the roster for this year's team. The World Cup kicks off July 20th down under in Australia and New Zealand. We'll be right back. Back after this. Let's go shopping. I had our intern Mason go into the dressing room and get my credit card to buy my mom a bag, and the entire audience got real excited with the presence of that. They thought, bags for everyone. That's right. Time for the surprise goodbye. Here we go. You've heard me complain about rude people on planes before, but, well, take a look at this. The TSA shared video on Instagram of passengers on a plane using a projector to watch a movie on the overhead bins. They decided to screen the Mel Gibson movie, The Patriot. There's no audio, so they must have been listening on headphones. No. I give them points for ingenuity, but no. Tomorrow, foodie queen Stephanie Hansen returns. She's sharing her recipe for strawberry shortcake and more. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.